Thank you, Kosher Leviathan. You, of course,
Nice.
kosher. And when you see kosher food and you have visitors, you say,
come get your food.
Kosher food.
Good self-reference. I like that.
What is the pig man? He's Les Claypool. Come on, Mr. Crinkle, tell me why. Kind corrupted mask. That was a good one. Go on, good Primus reference.
Oh, that's pretty funny.
The world needs more Primus
Oh my
references. Thank you, Corrupted Mask. What is the pig man? We don't know. But what are we supposed to do? Run around the world not know who the hell we are? Signed, the Wombat Preservationist. Oh,
Yes,
very,
love
very
that, Cliff.
good.
We don't know.
Yes, we do not know because what?
What the hell else we gonna do? Wander around the world the rest of our life not knowing who the hell we are?
That should all of that should be our motto. Like now, like we don't know, but what the hell are we gonna do?
I'm still
It's just
kind of
wander around
wandering.
the
I'm
world?
still kind of wandering, yeah. So.
As we should be because
Look, it's just-
we don't know.
We stick with we don't know because that's too long to put on a bumper sticker. What is the pig man? I could be full of beans, but I think it's when pervs evolve to ultra pervs. Oh, I really
So
hope.
they go from pig boys to pig
but my
men.
mother thought I was full of beans, so...
And that's from, a new sign-off. Maybe I've heard this before. Breakdance the Curse. I think I've heard that before. Breakdance the
What?
Curse.
Oh.
I think Breakdance the Curse has chimed in before. Thank you, Breakdance the Curse. And finally, our last one for tonight. What is the pig man? A man wrongly persecuted for his unfortunate looks and decision to live a pants-free lifestyle. Signed, Spermy Paracox. Man.
It is against the law.
What? To be...
One clown was reportedly porky pigging.
Yeah.
Ugh, yeah, that sounds
probably
like
right.
that sounds like an offense that gets you in jail.
You're probably right. And I love that always it's the one we read last, which is usually one submitted first, is usually a real thinker. Thank you, Spermia Paracox. Always love those.
Thank you.
Imagine you're in jail and you look next to the guy next to you and you say, "What are you in here for?" And he says, "I got caught porky pigging."
One clown was reportedly porky pigging.
Yeah, that was me. How about
And
you?
you would actually know what it means because you listen to this show and you just nod. But there's so many great ones tonight. So many. I'll read it back. A true pig man will float to the air when smelling a pie. So something to believe in. Let's recognize that pig man is a local barbecue joint mascot that joint gang basic sentence ran off the Wild's Blue Box UFO. A straight up hoe from Unbeliever Carol. Yakety yak, those stupid ass twins from Bookish Man. I can't believe I was that close to a rod. If you guys see Chewbacca when we were in exile. He is Alex Jones from the future after his pig creeped in the teleportation routine and went off. That is Super Cereal from Nunchuck Bob. We got a dry Huckleberry from Reptilian Mailman. This is one of the large women. I had sex with this one from Jay Kelly. He's Les Claypool. Oh, Mr. Crinkle, tell me why. The pig man, not kosher, but you know what is kosher? Leviathan, guess who? I don't think he meant to say it like that, but I like that.
No, nobody really gets an option as to how your voice is read when it comes to you.
And spoilers, I'm doing double duty. Rob's got me running a soundboard tonight, so I'm leaving it up to. I'm not even. I can't even pick. There's so many good ones. Andrea Mora, who is winning this week's poll?
This was so hard. So hard, like those rods. But between Aiken Force and Bacon and just being a straight up hoe, I got to give it to Carol.
You're gonna give it to Carol, but she's already
gotta
kind
give
of.
it to Carol.
Oh, okay, all right.
All right, fine. You know what? If that's how you feel
No,
about
that's
it,
fine.
then
We really got to get those games done.
I can't wait for the backlash
no.
of this. What's going to happen?
Congratulations with a straight up hoe. Unbeliever Carol, you just won this week's poll results. Yeah, congratulations, Carol.
Love you, girl.
Yes, very, very good. We've come to the end of the show. I want to thank all of y'all for coming on tonight, and it is distracting. We're about this stupid soundboard. I'm talking to you guys. So before we go, Rob Oakey of Oakey Audio, do you have anything you would like to say or plug? In this plug fest
Nice.
of an episode, we're just bookending it with all this crap. But let's hear it, Rob. You got anything to plug?
Not really, no. I mean, yeah, check out my Instagram. Check out my website. Oakey Audio, Rob Oakey on Instagram, and listen to the old episodes, check out the Patreon, all that good stuff.
And what about you, Drea Moore?
Yeah, I guess I've got not much else going on, but running the Instagrams at Unbelievers Podcast. I'm also on Instagram at Best Drea Mora and on Twitter at Unbeliever Drea. So there's that.
All right, I want to plug Justin Zenger and Brendan Shay both being on the show, but go check out Brendan Shay's show, Serial Spirits. It is not called Spiritual Serial, as mentioned earlier. Serial Spirits. And he did a great Mothman episode where he got some interviews. And go check out Zanger's podcast, Zang This, because he got some interviews out there as well. So if you can't get enough of this Mothman Fest, go check that out. That's it for tonight. The Unbelievers podcast hosts today were Dre Mora, Brendan Shay, Michael Shields, Justin Zenger, and me, Rus Ryan. Our producer and soundboard engineer is Rob Oakey and me. You can now join our Patreon by going to patreon.com/unbelieverspodcast. You can follow the show on Twitter at UnbelieversPod and Instagram at UnbelieversPodcast. Our Facebook group is the Unbelievable Podcast Network. Check out our merch store at cafepress.com/unbelieverspodcast. And thank you to our patrons, Little BB, Dr. Ortega, Tyler Ventura, William Fox, Corrupted Mass, Michael Shields, Michael Phillips, Weary Exile, Carol Valet, Manny MQ Ultra, CJP, Braden Hitch, Raymond Roel, Todd X, Christopher Panici, The Moon, Judgy, Mike Henry, Taylor Nelson, Bryce Cronenberg Jr., Dawn Bright, Shannon Ferrigno, Tom O'Connell, Mark Braun, Donna Vance, Jenna Stevens, Cat Chaos, Robert Groom, and Jason Kelly and Mike. Our official composer and theme song creator is Unbeliever A.A. Ron, a.k.a. Aaron Schilb. He's on Instagram. Our official graphic designer and card maker who designed our logo is Raymond Roel. Check out his work at P. Raven Creative on Twitter and Project Raven Creative on Instagram. Our official Unbeliever peacefully eating a hamburger is Michelle Durham. Our official ghost hunter is Amelia Childs in Ghost Hunting in New England. Our official senior European correspondent is Kay Mill. Our official guardian of the bench is at Krakenstacker. Update, still there. Our official alien popper is Nunchuck Bob. And this week's Unbeliever Focus is Unbeliever Ashlyn, who had a great time with her boyfriend on her first trip to Mothman. Well, that is until she ran into the Unbelievers crew stalking around with machetes and spirit boxes. Then she told us,
I'm done with West Virginia. I'm going to Chicago.
good night, uterus.
My uterus is starting to get heavy.